And hello everyone, I'm back. Hello Wi-Fi issue. Funny that today's topic has to do with stress. So I just wanted to jump back on here and thank you everybody for joining me again. In case you don't know who I am, my name is Teresa Cantley and I am a marketing and business development strategist. I'm just an everyday girl that became an entrepreneur. I started out as a director of marketing and, decided I wanted to go out on my own. And I absolutely love working with people and helping them to figure out, take an idea, take something that they want to do and just realize that anything, absolutely anything that they want to do is possible. And I'm proof of that. Really, just starting from scratch and just having an idea and having that burning desire that I just wanted to be able to help people. And like I said, help people figure things out. Whether you are somebody who hasn't started a business yet and you want to start a business and you're working full time and you're thinking, well, I don't know if I can do this, on the side, you can. Or somebody who has a business already and you kind of feel like, I want to take my business to the next level and I'm not really sure, what I should be doing different, or I feel kind of stuck. I love helping people to figure that out. And like I said, just realizing that anything, absolutely anything is possible. So today's topic, and like I said, with my Wi-Fi issue here, and I think it's because of the rain, but today's topic has to do with being less stressed and getting out of that swirl. And I heard a talk a little while ago from Gabby Bernstein and Chris Carr. If you don't follow them, you definitely should. They are amazing. And the quote that came from that, or the statement that was made, was leaving room for space and grace. And what that means is, like leaving room in your mind or just in your everyday life to just leaving room for beautiful things to happen and leaving room for blessings to enter. And I think a lot of times, like I said, we get so stressed and we get so caught up in our everyday and we get caught up in this swirl. Hi, Sarah. Hi, Kelly. How are you guys? Welcome back. But yeah, we get caught up and we lose our focus and we get into this swirl of these like expectations that we put on ourselves and that we think, expectations of what we should be doing. One of my friends, Dr. Phyllis Bucci, if you're ever in the Ambler area, go see her, holistic apothecary. She's great. But one of the things that she always says is we live in this world of should, what we should be doing, what we think we should be doing. So what I wanted to do today was just, talk a little bit about, the tips that I use myself and I actually coach people on when we're setting goals and we're, focusing on working smarter, not necessarily harder. And, really what it ends up turning into is you're doing less, but you're achieving more. So we're going to talk a little bit about this and what that does. And when you start to use these tips, it opens you up to amazing blessings and amazing things that happen in your life because you're clearing out all the junk, all the stuff that you really don't need. So tip number one is, and this is something that I actually work with people on when we are working on setting our goals, is to figure out, get really clear on what you want. Get really clear on what is a burning desire, something that you really want to do, something that just sets your soul on fire, okay? And just get like really clear on that and have that like really just in the forefront of your mind, because that's going to help you make decisions as to, when we talk about steps 2 and 3, it's going to help you make decisions that are going to be right for you and what's best for you. So the first thing that I teach people is, to figure out what your main priority is in life. That main priority, the thing that you want to improve, or the thing that's extremely, important to you. Yes, Kelly, getting clear on what you want and clearing out the junk is absolutely key. So, but figuring out what that main priority is, because if you're doing things that don't support that main priority, for example, if your main priority is that you're building a business and that you want to build a business, you want to open up a bakery, but you're filling your day with, running here and running there and, like teaching 5 different classes at 5 different places, and you're just filling your day with stuff that doesn't really support, and you never ever work on that main thing that you want to do, building that bakery, and you're never focusing any of your day on doing that, you're never gonna be able to accomplish it. So so the first thing is, or another example, and I just had this conversation with somebody the other day, making sure that they do a family night, one night a week. Well, every night they had something planned, whether it was taking group classes or whether it was going out or whether it was, having other appointments. So they were never spending time on focusing what that main priority was, which was to have a family night, one night a week. So first step is figuring out what that main priority is. And like I said, when I work with people and we're doing our goals, because we don't just set goals in one area. A lot of people, if you have a business, they only set business goals. We look at everything, all parts of your life, and we figure out what your priorities are, and we figure out what your main priority is, and then kind of work from there. So that's the first part, is to figure out what your main priority is and decide whether or not what you're doing on a daily basis is really supporting that priority. Okay? Because if it's not, like I said, you're never going to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish, and you're just filling things in your life that don't support what it is that you want to do, or what it is that you want to improve. So step 2. Hi, Jeremy. How are you? So step 2 is, and I love this phrase, getting on the no train. Okay, and this is something that I've really had to work on in the past couple years. When I first started my business, and as I talk to more entrepreneurs, I think everybody shares this problem. But when I first started my business, my consulting business, and in case if you don't know my story, I actually had a retail store to start with. And I started my consulting business at the same time. And when I first started it, I was starting this business and I had this desire to help everyone, and I was just saying yes to everything. Yes, I can help you. Yes, I can do this. Yes, I can do, oh yeah, sure, I can help you with that. Yeah. Well, what was I doing? I was filling my day with all this stuff and overbooking myself and overcommitting myself, and just filling it with things that didn't support my main priority, which was step number 1. And like I said, just saying yes to everything. And what ended up happening is I was saying no to myself. I was saying no to the things that I needed to do to take care of me. Because if I don't take care of me, how can I take care of anybody else? So, so the step number 2, get on the no train. It's okay if you don't say yes to everything. It's okay if, you have your main priority in mind, and, you have your strategy for the day, and these opportunities come up, and if it doesn't sit right with you, or like you don't want to, if you just automatically don't want to say yes right away to it, don't do it. Just say, you know what, let me check my schedule and I'll get back to you. Or, no, thank you, or thank you for thinking of me. I really appreciate it. Unfortunately, I can't do it at this time, but I really appreciate you thinking of me. So getting on the no train. And it was funny because a mentor of mine, always says that when you say no to something like that, when you say no to an opportunity that you think, oh, that's not really what I want to do, there's more opportunities out there. And that's the whole making room for space and grace. So so step number 2, get on the no train. You don't have to say yes to everything. You don't have to be everywhere at every time and do everything for everybody. Because what ends up happening is you forget about you, and you're important. So that's step number 2. Step number 3, this again goes back to when I first started my consulting business, is give yourself permission to decommit. And when I first started my consulting business, and this was another mistake that I made. Hi, Brooke, how are you? It's good to see you. But when I first started my consulting business, because I was saying yes to everything, I was blocking my days where I was going from meeting to meeting to meeting to meeting to meeting, and then what was ended up happening was that I was having a hard time getting caught up on all the things that I needed to do, to implement all the things I needed to implement, and to take care of all the things that I needed to take care of. So I kept feeling like I was running behind. And of course, what does that produce? Stress. And we all want to be less stressed, right? That's the key to this whole thing, my Facebook Live today. So give yourself permission to decommit. Give yourself permission if you do overbook yourself and you have something that you have planned or you have scheduled, and you look at your day and you're like, I just can't do it. I just can't fit that meeting in, or I just can't fit that appointment in. It's okay to say, you know what, I'm sorry, I can't make it today. I'm gonna have to reschedule. It's okay to do that. It's okay to decommit to something. You don't want to overbook yourself. You don't want to make yourself so stressed out where you're running from place to place to place, and again, you end up forgetting about you. You end up filling your day with all this busy stuff that you have no room for space. You have no room to be creative. You have no room to let grace in and let blessings in and let new opportunities in that will set your soul on fire and that will inspire you. So really take a look at, we'll review, the first thing is get really clear on what you want and what your main priority is in life. And that's super, super, super important when you're starting anything. And that's actually the first step that I do, when I'm working with people one-on-one, is we really get clear on what it is that you want. So really figure out what that main priority is. And what are you doing during your day when you're scheduling out your day? Does it support what that main priority is? And if it doesn't, that's a key that you probably need to let it go and clear out that junk, clear out that stuff. Second thing is get on the no train. My husband loves that phrase. But get on the no train. You don't have to say yes to everything. People have what they call FOMO, fear of missing out. When you let go of an opportunity that doesn't really fit, what you're doing, and that you don't really feel this burning desire to do, it's going to open up room for all kinds of new opportunities and other opportunities that will fuel your soul. So get on the no train. It's totally okay. And, I've heard business experts say that, it's okay to say no to a lot of things because you're saying yes to yourself and you're saying yes to new things to come into your life. So, and the third thing is, give yourself permission to decommit. If you joined an organization and you joined it because you thought you had to join it and you're not really that into it, it's okay. It's okay to let it go. It's okay to decommit yourself so that you don't have yourself overbooked, overscheduled, overstressed, and then you're not getting your goals done, and you're just not filling your day with joy. And that's really what you want to do. Fill your day with joy. So just a couple little extra things, just some extra stuff that you can kind of stick in there is during the day, what I like to say is take a look at your list of things to do and pick 3 things, just 3 things you absolutely 100% need to get done that day, okay? And the rest of the stuff that's in your day, it's okay. If you can't get it done, it's okay. Maybe you'll do it the next day. You can put it on your to-do list the next day. But pick 3 things, and those 3 things that absolutely have to get done should really inspire you, and you should be passionate about, and should also support that main priority, that thing that you're trying to work on, that thing that's super important at this season in your life. So pick 3 things. And then the next thing is, kind of take a look at what you're doing and decide, what's clogging up your space? What's clogging up your mind? And is it activities you need to let go of? Is it limiting beliefs that you need to let go of? Are you overbooked? I know what that feels like, and I've talked to so many people in the past week that are like, oh my gosh, I'm doing this and I'm doing this, and how do you get it all done? Well, take a look. Are there things that you can let go of? Things that, don't inspire you, and, maybe it's time, they're clogging up space, they're taking up room, and there is no room. So take a look at that and think of, what is it that maybe you should let go of? Maybe it's time. So, and recommit yourself to focusing on, again, the things that bring you joy, the things that you're passionate about, the things that you want to move forward with. And the focus on those, because when you're focused on those and you're laser focused on them, so many more things are going to open up and so many more blessings are going to happen. So I hope this helped you all today, and thank you so much for joining. I greatly appreciate it. And if there's somebody that you think that this message might help with, share this, share the video, share the love. But and if you have a question, or you are trying to do something and trying to figure out your goals or figure out how to plan your day, put a comment put a message in the comments below, or you can send me a message on Facebook. I have a new website coming soon, so stay tuned for that. And I have some new free content coming out soon that will help you to start the process of really gaining clarity on what it is that you want to do and what it is that you're trying to accomplish. And hi, Art! Oh my gosh, you're joining in at at the end, almost the end, but it's good to see you. So so stay tuned for that. It's like I said, it's a free piece of content that I am working on, and it's almost ready to launch. And it is going to help you to, like I said, to something that you've been wanting to do, or if you're a business owner and you kind of just feel a little stuck and you want to move your business forward. It's just it's a free guide, and it's going to walk you through 3 key things, 3 foundational things that are going to help you gain clarity so that you can start building momentum. So look for that. And like I said, I have a new website coming soon. So if you have any questions in the meantime, or any any questions or comments or anything, you can put them in the comments below or send me a message. So thank you all so very much. I so appreciate you guys hanging in there when I was having Wi-Fi issues, and for joining me today for our topic on leaving room and making room for grace and space. So I hope you have a wonderful afternoon. Take care. Stay dry if it's raining in your area, and I will see you soon. Bye-bye.